So I try to put the screen. Um, um, have this small screen to show kind of what I'm thinking about. Just gonna try to start on time today. But we're going over level design, or a little bit, not so much. I'm just trying to get things on paper and have some mid journey and some things. But the main thing is, I'll show you in here is move this for a little bit. A little bit. So we have this map, this whole world that we have to create. And oh, hold on. Um, okay, so we're gonna go over this. I have all the here now. So I'll be using that as reference constantly. So I have that as reference on the other screen. And then I have in here, I went through and used this double check. Using, okay, so the tool, AI tool to create dungeons called what a oh, it's this generator, and it creates random map. That's what I'm going to be using. Anyway, so here, so I've been using this to create some ideas for maps, and I have them all in here. Art, environment, and map layout. I have all these layouts here that we're going to use, and I'm in one right. And so the way I'm setting it up is that we'll have the one scene that cuts the map in half. That way we can focus on. Hello, Stump. What's up? So I'm just demoing right now the environment. So that's what we're gonna do. So the goal for this environment, I'm gonna be working in layers or phases. So right now I'm doing the layout, but the goal with these maps is to have a really good parkour for players to use. And right now it's very simple and it looks like a box. But I'm using this ChatGPT Midjourney to create stylized places. So this place might have different levels of platforms as we go. So the first will be to do the groundwork and do a layout. So I'm going to show, and I'm going to be doing that right now. I have some things that I have to modify, but for example, the player is going to be coming from here or from here. These are the doors. Um, and I'm just kind of laying out the foundation. Start with the shape. And I'm adding an extra room because I'm not following these 100%. These are just going to be to set up the layout and make sure things are looking good. It's just kind of a rough estimate for right now. Oh, yeah. The other thing, it might line up perfectly. Good. And the idea with this is to have a bunch, so lay out the whole world. So we're gonna lay out this whole thing. It's huge. The environment. So right now we have 26 different areas. So if you think about 26, this is one map and it turns into two scenes. So um, rotate it right by. Um, and right now we're not doing any parkour stuff. We're just kind of just setting up the layout map. Quick as possible, even doesn't take forever. The other one, how they, and these are not going to be walls in the game. We're going to have different things that will stop the player from going out of bounds. But for now, it's just walls. To kind of later to test out and see if things feel good. Just kind of quickly iterating over these, doesn't have to be exact because I have to build 26. So last night it took me like an hour to build 4 scenes. It's like an hour for 4 scenes. So we're gonna try to see how fast we can get through. And what I'm gonna do is after this live stream, I'm gonna try to see if I can finish it today and tomorrow, or today and another day. And then we can have the players just go crazy, like see how long it takes them to go from one end to the other of the level. Because if you notice, I'm gonna pull up here. If you notice in here, um, we're gonna go over all these. So we're right now building the area for here. So we're gonna build out the whole thing, the whole place. It's like as if you zoom in, and this is the art style that I want to go for. Very simplified, but have different heights and stuff that you can parkour around and stuff. But these are all kind of like the generic idea of how these are gonna look once we zoom in. So that's the goal. Yeah, so not open world, even though it might look, but it's gonna be so big that it's gonna feel like an open world, but it's not gonna be open world. Um, and we'll have to balance that. But the idea is that you won't be able to explore everything, and we'll have to figure out how to do that right. Because and I think people will understand what it is once I messed up. There, that door. Okay, so yeah, no, I know. So this is the end of the scene. So each map will have, the idea is that each scene will be so little in the amount of space it covers, and you'll be going from scene to scene. So it's not going to be open world at all. But because there's so much to explore, it's going to feel pretty good. And that's the goal. And I'm still trying to see it. That's why I'm doing this right now, is to, before I commit, I want to take time to do it. Yeah, because I want to see how it feels, like um the scale of it all. Because so that's why I'm blocking it out right now to see, okay, like I can spend a whole day building the whole world and see if the scale is correct. If it's not, then we go another route. And so that's the whole point of this, is I'm not trying to make it pretty. I'm just trying to figure out if it will scale. On this here. And so this is one scene. But if you notice, you'll see this is the VR guy. So the VR guy is going to be in this place, and it's huge. So there's going to be um, a lot of things to do in these rooms. So even though they look very simple, we can do stuff like here, where there's a lot of stuff, a lot of depth going up and down, because you're gonna have, like I said, we have areas that will be very low. So like, let me see, where's the other? So the idea is to really, like, you'll be able to go down here, and so you'll be able to jump down and move to these other places. But it's going to be between scene transitions and other things. So you'll be able to go up and down, and that should add a lot of the cool factors for the game and a lot of depth to what you can do. So, for example, one thing that I was thinking about that might, uh, I don't think anyone will find this, but I have, let me check who is. So, yeah, so let me check, make sure I have everything. Let me show you guys. So these are the other scenes. So we have regions. So we have 26 to make. I already made 4 yesterday in 1 hour. And so we have this idea that, so this is one level, and we have the other level that connects to it with the doors. And so one example was, if we look at the map on this one, look at the map. So what I was thinking with this one is that this is a secret entrance to a downstairs. So this will be, let me see. So as I go through, I can think of ideas of what to do it, use it for. So this is right here, and it's the connection between this region 2 and 13. So the idea is that you'll have, for example, in this staircase, a tunnel, and you'll see something blocking the tunnel. And I was thinking like the tail of a dragon is stuck in there, and you don't know what it is. But if you damage it, it'll like fart fart on you, and it will create like poison gas that damages you. So in order to unlock this area, you have to traverse through the game, and when you get to area 13, or this region, you'll be able to see the dragon on the other side, and do an event or something where you damage the dragon or take it out, and that releases the unlocks this area. So stuff like that will be, we'll be going through and doing things as we go. But that's the idea with these levels, is that we're just gonna hammer out for now, just hammer out the sections. So we have this one built. And I think for the most part it's all there. Let me make sure. Oh, dang it, I keep forgetting to do this. But anyways, so there's some things I have to set up to do the scene transitions. Let's go. We have 3-3. So this is the old one. So this is me starting from scratch. And I have to keep track of what levels what. At the map. So this is not the map that we want. Map 3-1. Okay, so let me see, where did we leave off? So the idea is that this map, we'll hide we stopped here. So we're gonna move it here. We're delete this one, delete all these things. I'm gonna build the map, continue this. And again, this is, I'm constantly looking at this for reference as to where I'm at. So you see that if I hate this is too little, but let me pull it up on the other. So So in this map, area 3 has diverging places, and so that's why this map works well, because you'll have an exit here, and an exit here that goes both ways. So what we'll do is we'll have a fourth one. Okay, so let me set it up. So we have this one. Let me see. This goes to here. This is a very small room, like that. Okay, so we have this one goes to 3 dash, the one where we just did. I think it's 3-1. And then we have these that tells me coming from 3-1. And so I have to have these ready in here, because that's what how the C transitions will go. And you come from 3-5 and you have 3-7, I think, and then they're the worlds, like you think like Mario. And then, so if you come from here, it's gonna spawn. I have to put this here so I can make sure that anybody that's coming from this side gets spawned here. And then I also have respawning logic so that players that spawn where they spawn, they die. So if you die, yeah, I'll figure that out later. I'll probably just save the last place they were at when they fall. And then 3-1. 3. So 3-3 will be, let's see, how do we do that? So 3-3 will be the first. They're both up here. So bring them down here, kind of setting up the doors. I know this is tedious, but this is what's needed for build a game. Like you have to do the hard work. I mean, it's not hard, it's just tedious and sometimes boring. But I'm excited because after doing this tedious work, we'll have something we can play. Like we'll have the whole world, so we can have multiplayer and test all the rooms out. So it's like a huge playground. Okay, so we have 3-3, and we'll have 3-5. 3-5 will come here. So they're coming from here, from this side. There'll be a door here. And then we'll have this. Wait, what? Oh no, 3-5. 5. First, I put kind of lay out the doors where we're gonna go. And all these are interactables that I already tested out, and I have the scene transition components. So then later I'll go back and change all these to what they need to be so that they can take you to the exact room that they need to take you. So I did a lot of the coding and testing before for network scene transitions so that I could do this later. So I'm gonna duplicate that, and now this is for 3-7. So if you're coming from this world, this is like connecting all the scenes together. It's the glue. So that way it sets it up so that people, when they come, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nice because people are gonna be coming in and out from different parts of the world, and you're gonna be traveling, and it's gonna be like the real world because you'll see people passing by, fighting monsters. You fight monsters, and it's just gonna be a lot of fun. And there's gonna be parkour, and it's just gonna be people coming in and out on different places. Um, and so it's not like your traditional dungeon. Is gonna be. It's just, hey, what's up, Synaptics Games? Are you Synaptics? Are you coming from school or from the Discord? I'm trying to make sure I'm acquainted with who's here and whatnot. Um, oh crap. Oh, hey, yeah, Robert. How's the? Were you able to get your Horizon stuff? You're doing a Horizon stuff, right? Done. Straightforward. This could be some of these. And the reason why I'm doing 3-1, 3-5 is the even numbers will be for events and other stuff that I'm going to do in between. So, for example, this could be a tunnel or a staircase that I'm going to do into something else. I'm only using these for like quick work. These are all AI generated dungeon things. And I know I could create a script that automatically does all these because they're just auto-generated, but I don't want to take time to do the room generation. And for example, sometimes these things have gaps because in the dungeon these are not connected. Sometimes I connect them, but this gives me ideas. So doing things where like the player might jump down and then to get back up, they might have to find another way up. Those are things that we might do. And again, like these are not going to be walls in the game. They're just right now so that I could kind of get an idea for the the area that I'm covering in VR. So I'm just like fast prototype or trying to white box these as fast as I can. Um, and I already kind of did a first iteration of how big these maps have to be with the first playtest. And so now I know how big to make these rooms for what we want. And so now it's just a matter of like, okay, if I make 50 different scenes and connect them all together, like, is that going to feel like a big world? Or is it kind of choppy experience? Um, can it be fun? That's what I'm trying to answer with these. And I'm just kind of like, doesn't have to be perfect. I just need something. Uh, and then later I'm gonna go through and clean these up, make sure all the scene transitions works, and then I'll upload it to the beta channel or the alpha channel so people can play test it, and we can do like a maybe next week. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go exactly over the art style. So we're gonna stylize these levels. I'm gonna show you kind of how we can make them better or how I'm envisioning because I have a vision for these. It's just hard to explain other than uh, I have some examples from Pinterest and Midjourney and things we're looking. This level again has to do with these kind of areas. Um, it's kind of like a foresty area village in the middle of the forest, like maybe like an elf, the Lord of the Rings type foresty area. We'll have puzzles and we'll have ways to collect spells and whatnot, and monsters to kill everywhere. But the first thing is this is going to be parkour. Okay, and this is it for the level. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. Doesn't have to be pretty. We have the doors. Uh, we have doors. Go through. So that we can use them. And then, okay, so this level is set. Now I hide this plane, make sure everything's covered, and that's it. Have it. We have okay, and people will be able to jump out, whatever. The main thing I want to get is like, can we traverse through these? So we have things, and we just do this. Let's see, this is 3-3. I'm gonna delete these. Yeah. And then in here, making sure we have for these scene transitions. Okay, the main camera fader. Okay, and then we're gonna the next. Oh, and then we have. I think. Let me see. We have. I don't know what to call the other one. Maybe the other one was. Let me see what I have because I have. Art, environment, map layouts. I have the layouts. And so I have area 3, 5, and 7. So 5 is, wait, you have 3, 3. So this is the 3, 5. Wait. Yeah, I can get kind of turned around on these. You have 3, 1, which splits into 2, 2, and this is called 3, 5, 3, 7. Okay, so we do have all the other ones that I thought we had. Okay, good. But these will split into different ones. So we have to think of how to name them. So we'll have this one be 3, 9. This one will be, let me see, 3, 3, 5, 3, 7, 9, and then 3, 11. Okay, so we have all of them. The reason why is because these are going to be split into 2. Okay, so we have. Okay, so let me see what scene I'm on. Region 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. So this is 3, 3, 3. And we're going to go, this one goes to 3 dash. Wait. Because, yeah, so this goes to 3 dash 5. 5 split. Oh, whoa. 5. It's going to be a weird. Okay, 7. 5, 7, 5, 7. Okay, that's how it's going to divide up. Because what's going to happen is this is going to be 3, 5, and 7. And this is going to be 3, 9, and 11. And then this 13. Maybe we'll see. I just got to see how big these rooms are. Art, environment, layouts, 3 dash 3, 3 dash 5, dash 9, 3 dash 13, hopefully 3. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 dash 5. Okay, so we're gonna do. Okay, so this is how it's gonna go. It's gonna get crazy, but this is how it's gonna. We're gonna do some of it. We're not gonna be able to get everything done, or at least get an idea. There's gonna be a lot of scenes. 13. The reason. Okay, so now we're gonna go. We just finished 3, 3, 3, 5. Do this, and they're gonna look identical. But okay, so we go. Start with the map. Get the right texture in there. So this is gonna be. Oops. So we're gonna have a 3-1, 3, 3-5, 7. Then those 3. So these are just textures so that I can add them. So we're gonna go to 3, 5. Trying to stick to my naming conventions. And then so this is the layout. Sometimes they have a different. Oh, okay. So let me think. So we're coming from 3-5 on this side. So this layout is going to be like this. Um, um, so we're going to be coming in from this side. So he's going to come in from here. Second. And then we'll cut it off here. So this is going to be like an L shape. Or we should do, yeah. And then we'll go into the boss and then go into that. So plane will be here. This is all we're doing. We can turn this off. Okay. We're gonna place the doors now. So this is, we're coming from 3-3. We're going to actually 4-1. So this is going to the next world. So to keep track of what we're looking at is, we're looking at here. We're going from 3 to 4. So the area 3 branches out to different places. So this is from 3 to 3, and we'll have another room. So this is coming from the other place, and it doesn't have to line up the same. It doesn't matter. In the future, if we want to, we can line them up. So it's all a matter of perspective. When the player spawns, they're gonna spawn. We need them to the player here. Okay, and then we only need 2 because we can delete these. These don't need that. Name everything so that I don't go crazy later. 3 dash, 3 dash, oh no, 4-1. So this is to set up again where they're coming from, to spawn them in the right location. So because each scene will have so many entrances that this is the logic that I have. When players coming from one side to the other, let's guys over here. These are the 2 exits. And even though again, like they look very like boring, they're not gonna be as boring once we set it all up. Okay, so we have that. Now we do the same thing we do before. Create a new shape. See where I could just do. This is just as fast. So start and then so as there's that on mechanic. If anyone respawns, they're gonna, which is not the best. Um, wow. I'm off. right now, main focus is just getting things laid out. I used ChatGPT and I used this tool to create these maps. Um, like this is I want to continue to iterate on it. But all I'm doing right now is trying to get as far as we can. I have to go in and still have a lot of setup to do transitions, but all the logic is there and I already tested it, so I know it works. So the next question I need to answer is this whole world building gonna work like this? Like, is the scale? I think the scale is right because we already tested it. It's been proven. Um, now I just say, hey, like, can we traverse this and will it feel uh, good to have this world like that, where you transition between scenes instead of having an open world? Because I don't want to do open world because there's a lot of optimizations that you have to do in VR. What I'm trying to do is just say, hey, like, I actually want to make it look. I want to have enough room or budget for VFX and maybe post processing in VR. And so I'm gonna make these simplified areas that focus on exploration and parkour. That's the main focus of this environment. But right now, I just need to lock it out. And it's tedious because I have to make 50 different scenes like this or more. It's gonna be a while, but it'll be worth it once we get it launched. Instead of having to pay someone to do it, I know what I need to do, and so it'll be faster if I just do. Where are we? Oh, okay. R11. Okay, then we. Wonder if it'll be easier to just duplicate this world. Uh, Wait, so this is not going to 4-1. This is going to 3-3. This is 3-5. This is going to 3-7. That's what it is. 3-7. Set up. And that's that one. Now we go to another one. Scenes. We're still in region 7, so 3-5, 3-7. Okay, so we this. And the idea with this stream is to, I mean, if anyone has questions about their games, they're stuck. That's the main purpose. While I'm working, I can answer questions. But this is to show, like, okay, like once you get a routine of something, you know kind of where you're at, what you want to do, of just putting the time and the work. So I already did a lot of the R&D research and development for this. So now now that I know that things work and the scene transitions work, I know what I need to do. So it's just a matter of putting time in. So this is going from 3-5, and we're going to 4-1. Don't need these other ones. Oop. Okay, and going to 3 on. Position them where I want. But like well, I don't like doing this mundane stuff, but I have taken out all the guesswork from this for what I want. I'm gonna get done. -5. I'm gonna start where we start here, where we left off. And gonna spawn way. And later, if we need to, oh, this is the other one. Or if we need, later, if we need to rotate stuff, it's fine because the scenes are not connected like in world space. It's always like within a few distances within from the zero, the origin. That's on purpose because I don't want things because when you create an open world and you have like big areas, the problem is in Unity when they do physics or calculations, like being far from the 0, 0 will give problems. Was that Robert? What does high 11 mean? So yeah, so I like to keep the environments close to so that there's no broken math from being too far from the center. Okay, so we have the 4, 1 goes there, 3, 5 up, fader. Okay, we just need to grab the rig, put it in the right place just in case. Respawning logic. Players die. On here just in case. Figure something out. We need to change it. Okay, and now we go back to work. New shape. Let's move it over. Go in 15 minutes. Try to see how far we can get. Maybe I can get one more. Oh yes, I'll take another. Yeah. Did you hear, Robert, my question before about are you the one that's working on? Are you working on Meta stuff? Are you for a submission for Meta with the Meta Horizon and stuff? I wasn't able to. I was thinking of going into doing something for Meta Horizon stuff, but I think I wanted to spend more time on my game than a new game again for something that's still kind of buggy. I think they still have a lot of things to tweak. Have you been able to get anything done, or I mean, not anything done, but like, how's that going for you, Robert? like the Meta Horizon stuff. The thing I like about the Meta Horizon is that a lot of the multiplayer stuff is done for you, but so that's nice. There's another learning curve. Figure out what you can and can't do stuff, and so I feel it. Awesome. Now, May 8th. That's 5 days from now. Yeah, I feel like I'm just barely now gaining confidence in making games in Unity. Yeah, it happens. I mean, that's usually what happens. Usually, um, um, I'm just barely getting confident in Unity, and I published games before, and so like it takes a while to do like to get um to just gain confidence in the engine that you use. But like it also depends on what you're working. Well, because I know, for example, now I know what it takes to make money or like actually make successful games. And so it's not that like you have to make games, but like for example, I know in-app purchases, uh, and I know that uh, and other stuff. And so like if I were to make a Horizon world, I would want to figure out okay, like how do I do cosmetics? How do I do in-app purchases? How do I change where these people spawn and logics and things that I already know in Unity, but like in like this world, like I could just build worlds and I could just go crazy in Unity, but in Horizons, I don't know. I get stuck for hours. And so I don't want to do that for a while right now. It's the same with Blender. Like I know Maya, but I have no idea. Okay, so now we're gonna go. Wait, is this for what? Dang it! Did I mess up again? Where are we at? We're going. We're not going to -1. 139. Oh no 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 no. Okay, yeah, we're done. It's just I got taken back. So this is going to 4 3. Yeah. This is going to 4 1. Okay, this is gonna go to 4 1. We're done with this end because what we're doing is we're doing like the branching out. And so 3 5 goes into the right side of the world. 3 9 goes up, and 13 goes to the other side. Okay, so we have this side done. Now we're gonna go 3 3 5 7 3 9. Okay, go back. Off. I don't know if it's better or worse that we have our Cactus Jam event soon. What event? Oh yeah, they're gonna do blue shell. I won't be able to do that because I have like to work on this. So I already worked on Cactus Jam during the week. So like I'm either working on Cactus Jam or I'm working on this, and so I don't have any free time with taking care of the house and the family and stuff. Whew. So yeah, so I try to get all my Cactus Jam stuff done during the week, and then that's the stuff I get paid for. And then this is my side project on the side. Let me see, 3739. Okay, so we're at 39. Now we're going up into the vertical. So this is like the previous one. So we're doing this route now. So get the map out. Oh yeah. So right now, so the idea right now, I'm just doing a layout with Pro Builder, and later I'm either gonna hire. I have an artist that's gonna come in sometime at the end of this month, maybe, or in June, once summer starts. But I'm probably gonna do Maya, and I'm gonna let me check if I can show. Where is it? The idea with this one is that it will look something like this. This is what I'm gonna try to create. Hard to see. Let me see if I don't know how to scale up on Milanote. Yeah, but anyway, so it's a low res. So I'm laying out the work right now, and then I'm gonna doing the white boxing basically for the game. I'm gonna do 3. Yeah, so then we're gonna 3 9 3 9. There you go. Okay, so 3 9. We're gonna go up, and we'll cut it off here. Simple. Maybe add some rooms on the side. I don't know. Maybe a room here. 3-9 goes up. So let me check. So 3-9 is going to be around this area. So this is going to go out to 12 and 11. So this is like a splitter. I think I'm going to split it out this way. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. Cactus Jam is the game I'm working on from 9 to 5. But that's like my 9 to 5. It's a VR game. So if you look up Cactus Jam VR, hopefully this. That's what I'm working on right now that I get. And I don't know why it's not showing. But this is the game I'm currently working on. So that's on Meta. It's free to play. That's like the third title I worked on that's published. And this is like my solo title that I'm doing on my own, The Wizard Hunter. Yeah. Okay, and then and so yeah, so hopefully the character stream is gonna do well. I'm gonna do. We have like power ups and stuff that's happening. And okay, so now gotta figure this out. Okay, so we're going straight from here. Turn this so it looks okay. Man, I hate these like perspective views because I can't tell how to straighten it out. Anyways, so let's there it is. I think straight-ish. I'm gonna lay it out here. And then we're gonna do the same thing we do all the time. We're gonna delete this, put the doors where they need to be. So this one splits. So you have the previous room, which is 3-3, I believe. 3-3. And then let's see. And then you have, we're gonna go from this scene to this is 3-9 to 3-11. Okay, and then out because there's only 2 in this one. 3-3. Okay, and then 3-11. Okay, so we have the 2 doors. This one's almost in place. I'll just leave it there and I move it. Okay, so that's done. The airplane there. Then the other door is gonna be here. It's gonna be a small room. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add rooms. This will be the last thing we do because I have like 5 minutes left. But let me see. Get this going really fast. I'm gonna do the circle. It'll be there. Expand it from the circle. We're just gonna shape, pipe. I think it goes here to 10. Should be enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scale it, rotate it so it fits these all the here. Kind of wonky. Is it really that? 12. Yes. Okay, that's Okay, so what we're gonna do is here, faces. Root it. Oh no, I forgot. Oh, there we have walls. Now we just uh, uh, the idea is I'm gonna create more rooms this way. Really stick around, but I'm gonna bounce out. Is that we're gonna create rooms. It the right way. So in it third. Okay. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do for 2 days. And just do all this layout work, and then I'm gonna go in and make sure I can go through. The idea is that you go from scene to scene in a multiplayer environment so that people can see each other as they pass through. Once I'm done with everything, I'm gonna push it to a closed beta for those that are on Discord, and they'll be able to play, test it, and we'll have some fun. And then the next step is to make it hardcore fun play. And next week, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on stylizing the environment, showing more like what a stylized place would look like in the future additions and changes. Is I'm gonna do another room here because it looks kind of boring with. I can do some. That's all I'm gonna do for. Very long and boring process, but I think if uh, it pays dividends once you figure out, okay, is this gonna be worth it? And I can probably test it out after like I don't have to do all 20 regions. I can do like 10 probably and start figuring out if this is gonna work out. But then I have my plane here that and for a floor. This iteration, we'll have some stuff in there. Thanks for joining, guys. Oh, the Discord link. I'll put it. Let me see in the chat. It's on. I go on YouTube and do my own thing. I never had to used to post like Inception. Yeah, for the Discord. So that's the chat. Okay. I'm gonna hang out a little bit while the chat is there, but okay. And that'll post it on on the school community. I have it too. But we'll see you guys. Thanks for showing up. And if you guys have any questions about making your own games or you get stuck, just hit me up. We'll see you.